I'm sure that no one's going to do it, but a bit of poshness on there with a little bit of parsley. That is absolutely outstanding. Oh yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're making one of those strangest named dishes that you get all around the world. There's always a strange one. This is a strange one. We're making Australian porcupine meatballs. Yep. No porcupines are hurt in this video, but you'll see how they gets the name when we finish cooking. Now, it's a cracking recipe, it's easy to do, it's meatballs with a bit of flavouring and a couple of tins of condensed tomato soup. However, I cook mine a little bit different, okay? I want some flavour on those meatballs before we drop it in the soup mixture. Let's crack on, come on. So we've got some beef mince here, straightforward, whatever mince you can get hold of, and we've got a little bit of veggies, okay? We want to grate a little bit of carrot in there, carrot for sweetness. Now, we don't want too much, so let's give it a go, come on. We've got a little bit of celery going on. We're going to fine dice this, or fine-ish dice it. You know, when I say fine dice, people think we're going to slice it up like in a restaurant. We ain't doing that. Just fine dice some celery, okay? And obviously change out whatever ingredients you don't like in there. Now you can put fresh parsley in here if you wish. We're just going to put in a pinch of mixed herbs. You can use Italian herbs, mixed herbs, anything like that. Right, want some onion. Okay, we want a little bit of seasoning going on in there, don't we? A little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. A little bit of garlic powder, actually. I have a bit of onion powder. Nice flavour combo there. Now, an optional ingredient, if you want to go give it that smokiness, smoked paprika. Optional, you don't have to. Okay, we've got an egg. And there, and we've got some rice, rinsed rice, rinse the starch off, okay? Long grain rice, preferably. This is just cheap rice, okay? In there. Now these meatballs cook their own rice actually, and you want to give that a mix up. Bring it all in. Okay, and you want to be going in there with a good pinch of mixed herbs or Italian herbs, whatever you fancy. And then we just make them into meatballs, come on. In we go. Some cracking flavour there with those fresh ingredients and the herbs, etc. Lovely. Right, divide up and make into meatballs. Divide that. Now, as big or small as you like, it's entirely up to you. Okay, I think that's about got it. Wash dandies. Okay, bring in a pan. We're going to start these off. Use olive oil, cooking oil, whatever oil you want to use. What a little fry on those meatballs. Little flame on. We're going to cook off those meatballs all the way around a little bit. Put a bit of crustiness on there, a bit of colour if we can, and take them out. Now you don't have to go crackers with this. Nice and steady. These are nice and soft meatballs. They'll probably go square when we cook them in the pan, but hey, there you go. And you can cook them in batches. You do not have to cook them all at one go. And that might be advisable today even for me. So you're going to have to gently move them about in that pan. Try not to break them up. So you guessed it, when we take these out, we're going to put those in, we're going to do the same, we're going to put them in a bowl. And when you've got a little bit, we don't have to go too crazy because these are going to cook in our soup mixture. However, you have to still be careful with these because they are very tender. They are not cooked on the inside. We just want that extra bit of flavour, and it's the only way we're going to get it. So you have to do it. Now decide if that's too much oil in that pan or there's any burnt bits that you don't want. Take it out. Me personally, I'll just take some kitchen towel and just give it a quick one of those. That is not flavour, that is burnt. Okay, a couple of cans condensed soup. Use whatever condensed soup brand you have, entirely up to you. Okay, I take some water and give those cans a good rinsing out. We want all of that out of there, don't we? In there. In there, Worcester sauce. Now you can flavour this up as well. A little bit of smoked paprika in there. Want to go in there with a little bit of sugar. And this is my ingredient, which I always use, a little bit of beef stock. It changes the flavour up, gives a better depth of flavour than just tomato soup. Now you can make the beef stock out of cubes, out of gravy granules, or buy beef stock. Heat up your pan, dissolve your soup, bring to a simmer. I'm serving it over mashed potatoes today. You mash up the potatoes like you normally do. A little bit of, boil your potatoes from cold water. Bit of salt in if you want. Drain. A little bit of butter, bit of milk, sour cream, whatever. Up to you. Just how you mash your potatoes. Lumpy or smooth, creamy, it doesn't matter. You're eating it. Now what we're going to do is stick the meatballs in here. That's simmering. I'm going to stick the meatballs back in here and then we're going to stick a lid on. Nice and gently, come on. So turn it right down. We're going to cook those meatballs in there. Okay, we're going to keep giving it a gentle stir. Just make sure nothing catches on the bottom. Fabulous. Lid on. And we're going to cook for about 40-45 minutes. Obviously inside that time, just give it a little stir, okay? Okay, when you've had about 40-45 minutes, look at that. Let's get it served up, come on. On there, mashed potato. A nice little hollowing out there. We're going to get that meatball mix in the middle of there, but up to you. Come on there. You know it's got to be done. A good bit of that tomato soup sauce. I'm sure that no one's going to do it, but a bit of poshness from there with a little bit of parsley. Who cares about the parsley? Get it down your neck. That is absolutely outstanding. Oh yeah. In here. That's why it's called Porcupine Meatballs. Oh, absolutely sensational. In there, look, that's why it's called Porcupine Meatballs. All those bits of rice sticking up. Oh, pure comfort. Tomato soup, mashed potatoes, meatballs. There you go. That is absolutely phenomenal. There you go. Look in there. Oh yeah. Oh, that is amazing. That is a simple, easy, amazing dinner. Oh yeah. Oh, look in there. There you go. The porcupine sticking up. As you know, no porcupines were hurt in this video. There you go. Fantastic, easy meal to make. Old school Australian. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make porcupine meatballs in a tomato sauce. There you go. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. Absolutely amazing.